today our experiment is the familiarization with the measuring and testing equipment like CRO and signal generator. Here the two devices are available. One is CRO, this one is CRO. CRO means cathode ray oscilloscope, and this one is signal generator or function generator. The CRO is used for measuring the amplitude and frequency of an waveform, and the signal generator generates different types of waveform with different frequency and different amplitude. The waveform will be different shape like sine wave, triangular wave, square wave, and any other type of wave are also available. Here the voltage is shown 2.61 in function generator. This is the voltage of one peak voltage. If you multiplying by 2, that time you get the full peak voltage. That is you measured by the CRO. This peak to this peak. But here this value is for just the half. Okay, clear? Let's see. Now the function generator value is 1 kilohertz in frequency. Okay, so that frequency waveform sine wave is generated by the signal generator or function generator, that means by this device, and this is shown here also. Clear? So the signal generator generates the waveform with different frequency, which is measured by the CRO. Clear? And by CRO we also measure an unknown waveform also. When we get any output from any electronic circuit, we don't know how much voltage and how much frequency generated by the circuit. That time we connect the CRO as a output device and measure the amplitude and frequency of that unknown waveform. Basically, the signal generator is an input device and CRO is an output device. Clear? So using CRO, we first measure the amplitude and frequency of a sine wave. Okay, so here we connect the CRO and the function generator using this probe. This wire is called probe. This probe is BNC and BNC type probe. Okay, so using a BNC type probe, we connect the CRO and the signal generator to measure the amplitude and frequency of a sine wave. Okay, so here the 1 kilohertz signal is generated, and here from here we measure the amplitude and frequency of this waveform. So let's see the process. First, here the so many squares are present in the CRO display screen. Okay, so just one side of a screen, just one side of a square, this square, just one side is known as big division. Okay, and one big division is divided into 5 small divisions. Okay, so let's see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So one big division is divided into 5 small division. Just assume one big division value is 1. That time one small division value is 1 by 5, 0.2. Now you just count the number of division from positive peak to negative peak in case of amplitude measurement. Okay, so let's start from here. how many big division and how many small division are there. See, 1 big division, 2 big division, and 1, 2, 3, 4 small division are there. That means the value is 2.8 because the big division value is 1. So 2 into 1, 2, and the small division value is 0.2. The 4 into 0.2, 0.8. So 2.8 is your number of division value. Now you multiply this value with the knob value. This is your knob value, that is 2 volt. Clear? So you multiply 2.8 into 2. That is your amplitude of the sine wave. Clear? Now we measure the frequency of a waveform, of a sine wave. Okay. Let's see here. Now we just count the number of divisions for one cycle only. One cycle means one positive cycle and one negative cycle make a full cycle. So you start from here and end here. Okay. So here in this cycle, between the one cycle, there 2 big division are available. The 2 big division means the value is 2 because 1 big division is value is 1. So 2 into 1, 2, and your knob value is now 0.5 ms. So 2 into 0.5 ms is your time period value. Okay. Now if you get frequency in hertz, that time you convert the time period into second, multiplying by 10 to the power minus 3, and then inverse it and get the frequency in hertz, that is 1 kilohertz, or here in display the value is 999.98. Okay, clear? So I think now the amplitude and frequency measurement process is clear to you. That is nothing but first you count the number of division and then you multiplying by the knob value, and the knob value unit is volt per division. So number of division into volt per division or time per division, that is voltage or time. Clear? So in this way you can also measure the amplitude and frequency of a square wave also. This is a square wave, okay, and also for the triangular wave also. Okay, the process is same. First you count the number of division and then you multiplying by the knob value. In case of amplitude measurement, it will be positive peak to negative peak, and in case of time period measurement, it will be for one cycle.